Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to deliver checkmate with king and rook against a king. And as always, we start with a mating picture we want to reach. That means the position where it's a checkmate, and in our case it is this type of position we want to reach. You can see that the white king is acting as a guard, covering up b7, c7 and d7 in this case, and then we have the rook delivering that check. This is a checkmate because the black king cannot run away. And the problem is, of course, how to reach this position. And the basic idea is to repeat what we just saw, the mating position, and step by step force the black king to one edge of the board. So let's say that we have this position. We have our own king just in front of the opponents. And now it is time to give a check. We have like the mating picture, but out on the board. And now you force the black king to go backwards like this. And then we try to repeat it. One problem though is that if we just go like this with our king, so it's in front of the opponents, well, then the black king will move away. And if we go like this, well, it comes back like this, so, and back and forth. So what to do? Well, the first trick you need to know is that your own king should be one step behind. That means that we would like it to be black in this position to move, because then there is no way to avoid that either you go into the position where white can deliver the check, or we can follow the black king to an edge. Let's take a look. So now what you need to do is to get right in the position, and we can do that with a second trick, and that is to make a small move with the rook, a so-called tempo move, like this. Rook g4, because now the king needs to go away, because if the king goes like king d5, then we have the check. So instead, of course, in this position, what black will do is to go like king b5. And now we just follow like this. And step by step, we are forcing the black king into the position like this, where you have like the mating picture idea, and you can give the check. And now one step back with the king, and now we try to repeat the position. So, okay, one problem though that can arise is that the black king can come too close to the white rook. What should you do then? Well, instead of making a small tempo move, we should swap side, because then you will be right when it comes to the move order. So, for example, to play rook a5 here is a perfect move, because now you are one step behind with your king, and if the king goes to c6 in this position, you deliver a check. So, now time to follow like this. And now forcing the king into a position where you can give a check, and the black king has to go backwards. And we continue like this, swap side, and we follow, and we give a check. Now, time for the checkmate. If now the king goes to d8, we will play rook a7. After king b8, then we have the small tempo move, and we are right on it. And now you can see we have delivered a checkmate. Time to summarize. What you should do is first to look for the mating picture you want to reach, and in our case the kings should be in front of each other so that your own king can be the guard of their opponents, and then you deliver a check with your rook. You repeat this idea out on the board to force the opponent's king to an edge. And the tricks you need to know is that you should be one step behind with your own king. You can use a tempo move with your rook, or you can swap sides. With those tricks, you will be ready to deliver a checkmate with king and rook against a king. Time for me to try myself to play against Noctie in this king and rook against a king. So, you can see that my king are perfectly placed to deliver a check like this. And now, what do? Well, I follow like this with the king, and I try to obtain the same position as before. Now time to swap side like this, because now I'm on track, following the black king, or like if black plays like this, I can deliver the check immediately because I have my king just in front of the opponent. So I play like this, following, and now short little move like this, because now I'm in the right on the right track. So like this, give a check, now forcing the black king step by step, and now I can even play this move, and I'm ready again. And now you can see I have the king on the back rank, and it's time for me to deliver a checkmate. And I do like this, you can see, one step behind, just like I told you before. Now I can follow with my king like this, and Noctie will soon be mated like this. And now you can see black is forced to go into a position where I can deliver a checkmate like this.